A rare case of botulism in Great Falls. We lost one. A rare case of botulism in Great Falls. We lost one of our own in law enforcement. There's good news with good events coming up for Great Falls as we round out this last week in January in Great Falls, Montana. Let's get connected. The Great Falls Daily Connection is your commute-long show where you know what's going on in Great Falls and you know what's about to happen in Great Falls so you can live Great Falls' best life. Brought to you by Keller Talent Productions. And I had such a good time over the weekend. I did a wedding reception. I DJ, I host, I do the whole thing. I have a band back behind me. We did live performances for a lot of guests from out of town and out of state. It was a wonderful time, so thank you very much. Now, this show is also brought to you by iRockMontana.com. And if you're a venue owner looking for the right type of talent, then you go to iRockMontana.com. And if you can breathe, you can do yoga. It's Help Me. Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio, the #1 premier yoga studio in town, wants to see you, and there are different classes, including another 8-week introduction to yoga class coming up very soon. Today is January 26, 2026. It's National Spouses Day, by the way. So, I love my wife, but, if you don't usually have a ball with your significant other, well, today's the day to have a ball with your ball and chain. Our deep freeze continues to be a big story nationwide. You see all that blue and all that light blue. That's cold or winter conditions, and they're not used to it down there. So here in Montana, we're a little bit better off. For Great Falls, we have patchy blowing snow and then partly sunny with a high of 39 degrees later on. 28 tonight's low. 44 tomorrow with sunshine and winds at times. Wednesday's high 46, mostly cloudy, and Thursday 50 degrees and mostly sunny. We start the week with some heartbreaking news for the law enforcement community and everybody who knew him. The Cascade County Sheriff's Office has confirmed former Corporal Jay Groskreutz passed away unexpectedly on Thursday. Just 54 years old, traumatic asphyxia following a tragic ranching accident. Now, Jay gave 23 years of his life to Cascade County, serving as a SWAT sniper on the court security team and in search and rescue. He retired in 2023. Now, you can support the family, and if you want to help, a meal train has been set up for Billy Joe and the girls. The link is in the description below. We also have a frightening health alert this morning. The City County Health Department has confirmed a rare case of botulism right here in Cascade County. This is not standard food poisoning. The CDC got involved, verified the lab results, but the patient currently hospitalized. Investigators have not found the source. They pulled multiple foods of concern from the home. So far, tests are negative. It doesn't spread person to person. But if you've had trouble breathing or muscle paralysis, go to the ER immediately. And finally, the investigation into the homicide from January 9th is still going on. Detective Nick Allison is asking everyone in town to check their security cameras or doorbell footage from January 9th, specifically between midnight and 10 a.m. Now, the FBI and DOJ are assisting. They believe the key evidence might be somewhere on your hard drive. If you have footage from that morning, call the number on your screen right now, 406-836-0010, or email nallison@cascadecountymt.gov. At Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio, a little glimpse of what's waiting for you. Movement, music, and a whole lot of release. It's called Ignite to Release. It's tonight at 6 p.m. Come shake off the day and reconnect with your power. Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio is expanding very soon. They're in the 2J's complex. You can find out more. And find your flow and your classes at this website, harmonyinthefallsyoga.com. Here on the Great Falls Daily Connection, we usually talk with Maggie Morgan, but she's out of state doing some networking of her own. So I'll be out of the state and the country later on this week. So we'll talk to her later on. Here's what's going on for the Great Falls list of events. The Downtown Chicks are meeting this afternoon at 3:30. Check out that on Facebook to find out if you're interested. Expo Park updates, public meeting at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Commission Chambers with the Expo Park Advisory Board updates. The pizza fundraiser with Pizza Hut for William Scobie and the Scobie family for cancer treatment is tomorrow, 11 till 9. Anytime you go to Pizza Hut or you order from Pizza Hut, you can use the code 7C or mention the Scobie family. The Elevate Couples program is all afternoon long at Malmstrom and Relationship Skills. Call 731-4900 if you're interested. Tuesday nightlife, Singo at Annie's Tap House, and at the Keller Geist open mic night, and the pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy. Commission meeting Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. Commission chambers. We're all invited to that in person or Zoom for county business. The housing cohort, Malmstrom Air Force Base, Wednesday at 6:30. That meeting will give you housing updates and information at 725 Goddard Avenue. For Wednesday nightlife, team trivia at the Wild Hare, Jam Night at the Frontier Inn, 7 o'clock every Wednesday, and live music at the Max Casino with Chuck Fulcher. Dr. Brock Lemire with the U2U speaker series. We'll talk about From Montana to the Moon, our moon computer. That's Thursday, 7 o'clock at the Heritage Hall. The Malmstrom Air Force Base Wing Awards this Friday, 4 p.m., recognizing airmen excellence at 725 Goddard Avenue on base. The Wallace Marine Great Falls Boat Show and Sale is coming up this weekend at the Exhibition Hall this Friday, 4 till 7, tomorrow all day long, and Sunday all day long, too. The Margarita Meltdown is coming up this Friday. The Salamanders are playing. $50 general admission. This is, of course, a fundraiser for Eagle Mount at the Pacific Steel and Recycling Arena, and it's catered by the Sip and Dip. Immersive History, You're in the Army Now at the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center this weekend, 1:30 to 2. Interactive historical presentations. Gavin DeGraw is live in concert this Saturday at the Newberry at 7:30. The Board of Health will have their regular meeting Wednesday, the 4th at 11:30. Film Festival, The Great Beyond, is coming up February 5th through the 7th at the Mansfield Center. Beethoven by Candlelight by the Cascade Quartet on February 6th in the Ozark Room at the History Museum. And the Project Starfish Annual Banquet at Foster Care Support. They're helping out with them. That'll be Making Moments Matter. That's coming up also on February 6th. The Great Falls Daily Connection, also a service of iRockMontana.com. If you're looking for talent and you're a venue owner, you go to iRockMontana.com. There's Leilani and the Leilani G Band, and they had a big concert. That was this past Saturday in Helena. Now, you can get Leilani and you get other acts at iRockMontana.com, and thank them for sponsoring the Great Falls Daily Connection. You have what you need to know and what's coming up in Great Falls. Now here's the rest of the news you may have missed over the weekend, and what news we did have, yes. But there's a $10,000 new toilet that you can buy from Kohler. It has ambient lighting. It has surround sound. Responds to voice commands. Now, here in Montana, we call that the throne, but usually the throne is a bucket with a view of the Little Belt Mountains. And a new study says 35% of Americans are now opting for a sleep divorce, where couples sleep in separate beds to get better rest. Now, in Montana, we just get a king-size bed and put the dogs in the middle. It's a demilitarized zone made of fur in our bed. And a carrier pigeon released in France took a wrong turn, ended up 4,000 miles away in a backyard in Alabama. The pigeon wasn't lost. He just learned how good the barbecue was in Alabama, decided to defect. And here's your Daily Connection quote of the day from Oscar Wilde. And remember, this is from decades and decades ago. In America, the president reigns for 4 years, and journalism governs forever and ever. That's the Great Falls Daily Connection. I hope you enjoy this show. I will be taking a break. I'll be doing a show today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then taking a break for a week and a half because I'm on vacation. It's brought to you by your friends at Rascal Enterprises. We're the home of Kellertainment Talent Productions. And again, thank you for all the fine people. I'm doing wedding receptions. I love doing that and being in front of you on stage. Also, Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio. Now, if you can breathe, you can do yoga. And iRockMontana.com for venue owners looking for the best talent. I'll be back tomorrow with your next Great Falls Daily Connection. Until now and then, if I don't see ya, I'll see ya.